Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Oh, we got lots of new 50th anniversary gear in the Rock Shop. Oh, yeah. You're going to want some of this stuff, man, because it looks good on your body.
Plus, today's National Zipper Day, so why not celebrate National Zipper Day by getting one of our zip-up hoodies?
Hey, that's a great idea.
Zip away.
I think that's a wonderful idea. And, look at and you know what? You're going to want that big 50 on there. You're going to want the Rock and the gold 50th anniversary color. Come on, man.
Get it.
Lots of good stuff. Go check them out. The KISW 50th Anniversary Shop is open at KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs. You're a loser. It is time to be.
And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, get cracking, release the Kraken.
Wear your Kraken gear.
Absolutely. Be part of the Squid Squad.
Yeah. The Squid Squad.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Ken in Puyallup. Ken, are you there?
Yes.
Excellent.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning, Ken.
How crazy, we're like 83 days away from the expansion draft.
83.
For the Kraken.
Wow.
It's insane, yeah.
So that's basically when every other team's going to be mad at us.
Yeah, for a brief period of time, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Ken will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Ken, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's roll.
Cassidy Pope was the season 3 winner of what singing competition show?
American Idol.
No.
Pass.
What is the official language in Brazil?
English.
No.
Spanish.
No.
Portuguese.
Yes, the late Joe DiMaggio was married to what blonde actress for a year?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. How many points are awarded in the NFL for a safety?
2.
Yes. What role did Adam Driver play in the Star Wars franchise?
I pass.
What does the B...
Oh, yeah, Chewbacca.
No. What does the B stand for in the network NBC?
Broadcasting.
Yes. In what decade was McDonald's Big Mac first introduced?
60s.
Yes. How many cups are in a pint?
2.
Yes. What TV show did Family Matters spin off from?
Pass.
Who played the role of Ruby Rod in the 97 movie The Fifth Element?
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
movie,
6,
by the way.
7, correct. And yes, I agree with you. I should give you another point for that one, but we got to maintain the integrity of that game. So you got 7 correct there.
I bought a Floss in Paradise shirt, and it looks just like a goofy beach shirt you'd get in Beach Town.
Yeah.
But I always get like good nods from people when they go, "Wait a second, that's Floss in Paradise," and people like give me a good nod. I had that happen at the beach recently.
Really?
I was just walking the beach, looking at it, and that dude looked over and he just kept looking at my shirt because it's a light powder blue shirt with a ship on there, and it's got this old sort of like the font is like from the 80s. It looks like a Love Boaty kind of thing, and then they go, "Wait a minute, that's Floss in Paradise."
Oh, I thought you were wearing your boner donor shirt.
I don't even know what that is.
We talked about it before. The shirt that says boner donor, but it looks like organ donor shirt.
Yeah.
I don't have a shirt like that.
Oh my God, I know that. It was just a joke.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Over someone's head. Hey, Steve,
Yeah,
are you
it
ready to
was
play the
over my
game?
head.
Release the Kraken.
Cassidy Pope was the season 3 winner of what singing
American Idol.
competition show? No.
Oh, The Voice.
Yes. What is the official language in Brazil?
Spanish.
No.
English.
No.
Portuguese.
Yes. The late Joe DiMaggio was married to what blonde actress for a year?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. How many points were awarded in the NFL for a safety?
Oh, Seahawks know this, and so does Peyton Manning. 2 points.
Yes. What role did Adam Driver play in the Star Wars franchise?
Sad boy. Kylo Ren.
Yes. What does the B stand for on the network NBC?
Yacht.
No.
Broadcasting.
Yes. In which decade was the McDonald's Big Mac first introduced?
50s.
No.
60s.
Yes. How many cups are in a pint?
6?
No.
8?
No.
4?
No. What TV show did Family Matters spin off from?
Cleveland Show?
No.
Futurama?
No.
Simpsons?
No. Who played the role of Ruby Rod in the 97 movie The Fifth Element?
That would be Bruce Willis.
No. And Steve started good.
I did.
Ended bad.
Yeah.
And it's a tie.
Damn.
7-7.
You'll have that happen once in a while.
Yeah.
Good job, Ken. Oh, and Ken is gone.
Yep.
All right, well.
Good talk.
Well, you started so well, you probably just gave up. And, I got the tie there. He did know that there are 2 cups in a pint.
Damn it, I should have guessed that.
You should have, but you didn't. And now I said Family Matters. I didn't say Family Guy.
Oh,
Family Matters was
that's the
Steve Urkel.
Yeah, it's the Urkel Show.
Is that the Cosby Show?
No. It is one that you might not get because it was in the same lineup as them. So it was in the TGIF lineup. And
Step by Step.
No.
Damn it.
Does Danny know?
Perfect Strangers.
Yes.
Perfect Strangers?
Yeah, Carl was in the cop.
Yeah, Carl was a cop, and then Harriet was, I think, like The Office.
Perfect Strangers with Balky?
Yes.
Wow.
From the Planet
I did not.
Meatballs?
Yeah,
Or
from the Island Meepos.
I didn't even make that connection. Wow.
Yeah. Harriet and Carl were both minor characters, and they wanted to spin off from that because they're both in Chicago. Like Perfect Strangers is set in Chicago as well as Family Matters.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of Family Guy. I was thinking of Family Ties.
Everyone was thinking
I was
of the
like,
wrong
what the
one.
heck did Alice Keaton spin off from?
Oh my
So I was
gosh.
completely wrong about this.
We all missed the wrong show.
Yeah, that's amazing. Ken also knew that Ruby Rod was played by Chris Tucker. Super Green.
That would have been my next guess, yeah.
Coming down.
Congratulations.
Yeah, very annoying character.
Congratulations on your tie.
Well, Steve, we got this new study, and I know you love studies.
I do. I live for them.
Turns out the average person loses 11 cherished memories per year due to accidentally deleted or misplaced digital videos and photos.
Oh, I could kind of see. So it's like they don't forget what happened; they just lose the keepsake.
That's the one that confused me too, because I am forgetting a lot of things in my life, so I wasn't sure if like what. But I have to tell you, man, sometimes the picture is all I have. Like I'll look at some pictures now and go, I really don't remember that, which is really bad. As the years go by, you go, I don't remember doing whatever I am doing in that picture.
Dude, it was just, remember we talked recently how my buddy found an old postcard that I sent him when I first moved out here. And when he sent me the picture of the postcard, it had my old address, which I forgot. Obviously I've lived in a few places since I moved to Washington back in 97. And I looked it up on, I think it was like Redfin and or Zillow, one of those. And, you could see like a picture of it. And it just triggered all these memories I forgot about. Just the picture of the outside of the house.
So, yeah, losing these videos and photos, it makes sense how it would piss off people. Most common reaction to losing a fond memory was swearing. The trouble, of course.
Fudge!
Yeah. But really, I mean, I haven't taken a picture, like a hard copy picture, in I don't know how long. Everything is on Facebook or in the cloud. And these things aren't going to last forever. That's the thing is that there's no guarantee that Apple's going to have my pictures forever.
Dude, I think about that a lot. Like where I'm just like, okay, I want to put it on like a hard drive or something like that. Well, one day, what if those are obsolete? And I'm like, oh, what if I'll just make it a point to make a folder and save everything onto my Dropbox? I'm like, well, there's no guarantee Dropbox, but it's no different from videos. Like I save many of my videos on like a YouTube page. I just have like a page where I just keep like all my old wrestling stuff and music. And I'm like, well, this is cool and all until YouTube doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, did you have any pictures on your MySpace page? Did you have a lot of?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, when was the last time you accessed those, or are they even accessible?
They're not. I've tried to access it, and some of the pictures are there, but not all of them. And it's just, I just sadly have to chalk it up to a loss. I really got to get better at what my wife and I are trying to do now is just make those picture books. Those will last.
Yeah,
You know?
the picture books are the way to go. I think you're right.
You have a digital file, but then also like the pictures that you do absolutely want to keep, you have a picture book for, especially with Tatum. You know, that way when she gets older, it'll be fun for her to be able to, like, when I got older, I always had a blast going to see my parents and find the old photo albums and just sit with Sid and be like, hey, check this out. You know, and I think that would be fun for her to have one day.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I mean, if we think that Apple and Facebook are going to be around forever, but we don't know. I mean, we don't know if something else is going to come along and basically MySpace, Facebook out of existence.
Right. How screwed would you be if, like, Facebook just shut down today? I mean, I'd be happy, but, like, for different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'd be totally screwed.
So many pictures and memories I don't have backed up anywhere else are on my Facebook page.
My entire career, because I've done so much for this show on Facebook over, since 2008. And I'm like, man, I only see him pop up in memories and go, damn, I forgot about that. Wow, I probably should save that picture, but I didn't.
Do you find yourself clicking on the memories tab more? I feel like I've been doing it more recently.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's because of like just not being able to do fun stuff this past year.
Sure.
That I kind of want to just reminisce. But like I find myself almost every day checking to see what I did 10 years ago today. And it's kind of fun.
And see, I even go one above you. I have the app Time Hop, which also does Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you can even link it to your camera roll. So it'll bring all of your memories up for whatever you're doing.
Wow.
Because sometimes you post on one and not the other.
I see people use that. So that's what's this Time Hop thing? So it's an app?
Yeah, it's just an app, and it shows you your memories.
I think it came before Facebook started doing your memories.
Yeah.
And so then they jumped on that. But
I need to download that.
I found myself looking at them more, but mostly to delete all the dumb stuff I said. Not that I said anything inappropriate. I'm just like, ew.
Oh, dude,
cringe.
every day for like 12 years ago on this date, whatever day I'm on, I'm bitching about the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
Or celebrating New Jersey. I'm like, man, I was like really worked up over the Devils about 12 years ago.
Yeah. It is weird to see what happened 10, 12 years ago. You're like, wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't feel like 10 years should be a long time. It feels like 100 years sometimes looking at some of those pictures.
Someone said I had all my family photos loaded onto an external hard drive. It failed, and it could not be recovered. I lost years of photos, including photos of my first wife, who passed away after my son was born.
Oh,
That's
damn,
awful.
dude. See, I think the picture books are a great way to go because you basically, and they're easy to do. Right? I think
they
Walgreens
cheap
does them.
after a while. I mean, if you do them, depending on how nice you want them to look.
Yeah.
But a lot of those online companies do a thing where they'll give you like 200 or like, 500 free photos. I think they have to be like 4x6s or something. They're little guys.
Yeah, so it said free prints. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Like I do Shutterfly and all those. And that's how I've printed a lot of my little brother. Like 300 in one go.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of work.
Not really. You upload.
It feels like a lot of work.
And order.
It's a lot of work if you let it, like right now, it's a lot of work for me to try and back up all the pictures on my phone of Tatum.
That's what I mean.
Over the past year because I've waited until 15 months into her existence to try and do this.
I got like, whatever, how long I've ever had the iPhone. And so we're talking 8 to 10 years. That seems like a lot of work to try to like Shutterfly that stuff. Yeah, see that? Yeah, now you're laughing at me because that's a lot of work, isn't
You
it?
got to keep up with it.
So younger folks are rediscovering Polaroids just because they realize the digital world is not perfect.
Oh, yeah, I have a Polaroid.
Do you use it?
Yeah. It's the film is kind of expensive for it, but it's one of those so I use it for like special occasions.
It's like a lot of pressure. It's like, is this a picture worth taking on this expensive film?
I have a little guy too, but the pictures are teeny tiny and they're just so cute and so much fun. But yeah, that same thing. Like, I'm not taking a picture of just anything.
No.
See, that's what we had before these phones. The old days where a film was expensive and you just didn't sit and take 700 pictures of everything.
That's true.
Yeah, and now you got to learn how to edit again. I already got those skills, sort of. All right, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. Yeah, you get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, we got your calls, we got your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? Sometimes, you need our advice. Sometimes you actually can school us and tell us stuff we don't know. But whatever you do, make sure you follow Steve's rules.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you shall be gone, and we will say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Daniel in Marysville. Daniel, you are on The Rock.
Woohoo! Thank you guys very much for having me on.
What's up, Daniel?
Welcome to the show, buddy.
All right. My question for you guys, all around, what do you prefer, American cars or European cars?
Ooh, wow. Well, I'm going to ask you because I bet out of everybody on this show, you might be the expert. What do you prefer?
I would rather I wanted to go with vehicles, and that would definitely kind of change what I would want, but American. Always American. But the cars, like, if you're sitting in, like, a muscle car, there's just nothing about it that, it's just different. You know what I mean? But then, like, if I want to go up in the mountains, there's just not an American truck that can't do it.
Huh. See, yeah, my favorite kind of car is a free car. And it doesn't matter what it is. If you get me from point A to point B and I don't have to put a big car payment down, I'm all for it. But I mean, in a perfect world, I still want to get one of those new Ford Broncos. Oh, yeah. Although I saw the sport version that's on the street. Finally saw one on the streets, and I don't like the sport version.
Really?
It's too small.
Oh, really?
It looks like even people say it looks kind of like a Honda Element, kind of a vibe to it.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, but when I'm thinking about Ford Bronco, I'm thinking of the older style. So I'm more pumped about the bigger ones. Don't flag that.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, I'm not a big car guy, but I do. My wife owns a European car, and it is frustrating as all hell.
Why?
Because it doesn't age well, and it is more temperamental, even though it's a higher performance car. I've got my Hyundai. She's got the European car, and it seems like it takes so much to do what I want to do in her car. And when it breaks, it's more expensive to fix. Like, for instance, you can't upgrade the sound system in her car without spending a ridiculous amount of money. And so she's not able to hook up her iPhone to it. Because it's even though it's a 10-year-old vehicle and it's a higher end vehicle, whereas with my Hyundai, I could easily go to Car Toys and boom, I am as modern as I want to be, even though my Hyundai's older than her European car and was a lot cheaper than her European car.
That's the better way to go.
Yeah.
See, mine is Toyota all the way.
Always
Toyota. I've had a Toyota Tacoma, and I had a Corolla for a little bit there, but Toyota Tacoma for the past, since I turned probably 21, and I love Tacomas. And if I've ever thought if I'm going to get a car, I'm probably going to do a Lexus, which is in the exact same or in the same family as Toyota.
Yeah, that's their fancy car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So were you pumped when you moved out to Washington that you were now close to the Tacoma?
Yes. I was like, I always want to go to see Tacoma because I've always had a Tacoma.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, Toyota's a great brand. It's not dumb. I'm with Danny. I mean,
it's dumb. It's dumb. I mean, I'm with him, but it's dumb.
Yeah,
lots of things I think I get excited about. It's dumb.
I've always I wanted to see Tacoma ever since the Steve Miller song. On the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia,
Keep on rocking me. Yeah.
And I'm always like, I knew all those other cities, but I'm like, where the hell is Tacoma? And of course, I didn't know Steve Miller was from the Pacific Northwest, so he gives Tacoma a nice nod. But Tacoma doesn't belong in that list.
Right.
Like, those are all other gigantic major cities, really. And then Tacoma, which at the time he wrote that song was probably really a small city.
Everyone in New Mexico just takes off the A or the MA, and it's always just the Toyota Taco. So you just see a lot of Toyota Tacos roaming
Do they
around.
really?
Like, oh yeah,
That's funny.
That's what I did with my first one because I just bought like a used one, and I was like, I got my Toyota Taco. Taco.
All right, so so Steve, you want the Ford Bronco. Danny's a Toyota man. I'm probably gonna be a Hyundai man for the rest of my life, just because. Hyundai of Everett, now Lee Johnson, they've always been amazing to me, and they continue to be amazing to me. So I'm super loyal. I don't know if I'll ever switch out of a Hyundai.
It's funny though, if a dealership treats you right, that you'll be, because I got my Jeep when we had Baby Tatum, I had to get out of that 2-door Wrangler, so I got a 4-door Jeep, and I went and got it used at Milan Mazda. I've never really driven a Mazda or anything like that, but I love the people there. They're awesome. The service crew, everyone there has always been nothing but nice, because I bring it in there from time to time for oil changes and whatever else. Then I'm like, maybe I'll get a Mazda one day, because it's just like you have good experiences, so you don't want to really not have those good experiences anymore.
Oh, I'm that way about Les Schwab. I know I can get tires cheaper somewhere else, but those guys are always so cool. Like, they'll let you go in and they'll do stuff for you for nothing.
Plus, if you go in the South End Les Schwab's, you can find 253 Lifestyle Magazine, where your boy Steve Miggs is on the cover.
Can you really?
Apparently, yeah, I saw that it's on the list of places that you can get it.
That sells it. Then you should go nowhere else.
Right, buy your tires and look at me while you wait.
Rev, you got a car you like that you a brand or whatever, European over American?
I'm not usually a car guy, but if I was going to get like a super awesome, high speed, amazing sports car, I would go European. But I mean, yeah, they're super expensive to be like, to take care of or anything like that. But I would love one of those Bugatti Veyrons, which is like the most high-end car. It goes over like 250 miles an hour.
Damn.
And it's absolutely insane and beautiful.
Why do you need to drive that fast?
I don't need to, but what if I want to?
He's going to go to the Autobahn. I mean, he needs a vehicle to drive the Autobahn.
When I go to the Germany's.
Yeah,
Germany's.
Vicky, do you want a car just that you can hit things with and nobody will notice?
She just needs a good GPS in it. That way she knows where she's going.
I'm going to be that jerk that says neither, unless it's like a classic car like a Chevy Impala. I'm going Japanese. I really love Subarus, and I love Hondas as well. So I'm definitely going to probably either do a Subaru Forester or a Honda CRV or HRV for my next car, which I'm hoping is soon.
Is there any reason why the Japanese cars gotcha?
Well, Subaru, I like the fact that they basically never lose their value, not as quickly as the other cars. They have really great resale value. They're just really good quality cars. And then I think it was the Honda CRV that got like best vehicle last year. So that's why I've been looking into that.
Dude, I know my wife she had the Honda Accord, and it was like, that was the agreement. It was like, when her car died, she could get a new car. Since then, she's gotten one. But like, it took forever for it even get, like, it finally got to the point where it's like, all right, I guess you could kind of, it's to the point where it's time for a new car. But that thing would not die no matter how hard she tried to let it.
We still have my first car, which was a Honda Civic, which is a year older than me, in 1988, and it's still ours. Yeah. It's our backup car.
You're talking the big three right there. You're talking Toyota, Honda, and of course now Hyundai, as far as they making quality cars that will last forever. I mean, my Santa Fe is like getting close to 20 years old, and it's still in amazing shape.
And also, you guys gave a shout out to your favorite. Mine is Toyota of Seattle. And when you go, because they have that 3-tier or whatever of the parking garage right here off of I-5, you feel like it's like you're all futuristic shopping there. Plus, they've always given me really good deals.
We are so dumb.
I love
it. I get pumped when they have cookies at Milo and Mazda.
Touché.
Wait, they got cookies?
Sometimes they're rocking the Spunkmeyer.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, they have the little cookie oven.
I might have to change my dealership. I didn't know cookies were involved.
That's what I'm saying.
Otis Spunkmeyer.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a classic. That's a blast from the past.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a legendary move on their part, if you ask me.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
Someone said, how Danny said he took the MA off of the Tacoma to have it say taco on his Toyota Tacoma. This person says, I would take the T and the O off so it would spell Yoda.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yoda taco.
Yeah, Yoda man.
Taco.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have something very important via text message, though.
All right.
Someone said, we're having a debate between my wife and I. Do you use a spoon or a straw when you enjoy a Frosty?
Spoon, duh.
They give you a spoon, so I work with the spoon. I never even thought to try and use a straw.
I think when it starts melting, maybe it can go to straw shake land, but it seems too thick when you first get it to do it with a straw.
I never have had I never let it last so long that it needed to melt. Like, I eat that thing so fast, it's still nice and firm at the bottom.
Is French fry an option?
French fries are very popular. I've never done that.
I love
I hear
eating
it's a
fries
game changer.
and ice cream. Yeah.
Steve, how do you not get an ice cream headache? Because I have this issue where it's the most piercing pain ever because of how quickly I try to eat these Frosties.
I guess it's just a skill that I have, Rev. I didn't know that.
Rev, I got a pro tip for you.
What?
So it's the nerves on the roof of your mouth that really trip out and give you that headache. So breathe in and just breathe in a way where the air goes across the roof of your mouth. And
see, I heard that you can press like your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and that's supposed to work. But
it's warm. That's a warm thing. That's why.
Never worked for me, and it's the worst, dumbest pain ever because I still want to keep eating the damn ice cream, and I have to wait, and I hate it.
Well, I butt chug my Frosties. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's how you do it.
That's why I'm able to eat them.
Well,
different strokes.
That explains a lot. That's why you get those anal Charlie horses.
Pretty much, yeah. Although, speaking of Frosties, big news, guys.
What?
We need to get this pandemic crap over with so that we can cross the border. Because in Canada, they are introducing for a limited time a strawberry Frosty.
I mean, Wendy's is?
Yes. In Canada.
Why in Canada? Why not here?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have answers for those kind of questions.
Strawberry shakes are very popular. I mean, they're always on the menu at the Burger King and at McDonald's and any place that serves shakes. You always get your three choices. You get your vanilla chocolate strawberry.
So May 24th is when it ends. So we got to get the border lifted before May 24th.
Wow. I want to try it because definitely Wendy's Frosty is different than any other shake, obviously, because it's dessert, it's drink. I'm not sure what it is. I'd like to try the strawberry.
I want to try the Neapolitan Frosty now at this point.
Whoa, good call.
Strawberry vanilla chocolate. Yeah.
That's a great call.
And I've always said that the chocolate Frosty at Wendy's is the only Frosty or any kind of like shake or ice cream thing where I lean more towards chocolate than vanilla. It's just better than their vanilla Frosty.
Yeah.
But I want to try the damn strawberry one.
Me too.
All right, then. Well, off to Canada.
We can't.
We'll figure out a way.
We can't.
What if we drive to the border and then have someone just throw it over the fence? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Get a Frosty launcher.
I'll hit up my friend Al. He'll do it.
You know, I never thought of building a smuggling tunnel, but this might be the time to do it.
Would that piss off border control people if if my buddy Al had like 5 Frosties and he just threw them to us?
I feel like you should. I don't know. I think they'll be fine. You should try.
Okay.
Yeah, you should try.
You by the name of Steve
Specifically
Miggs.
you, not any else.
You and Munson should go try it out.
Worst case scenario, I'm in the news for the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. I have no problem with that.
Man,
you're a Renaissance man. Of course you should try this.
Just to smuggle a strawberry Frosty.
Yeah. Steve, yes, that'll be the addendum to the 253 magazine. Steve Miggs, he's wrestling, he plays music, he has a radio show. Oh, and he is a strawberry Frosty smuggler.
Renaissance man and felon.
Exactly.
Banned from Canada.
You can do it all, baby. And banned from Canada. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and texts at 934 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted and said, earlier you said that we're just a little over 80 days away from the Kraken's expansion draft.
Yeah.
So I have a question for Steve and Danny. Are you guys still planning on getting those Kraken tattoos?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we were just talking about because Danny just got a tattoo, and we're like, man, we still got to make that happen. You know, I got to hit up our buddy Tony F. and Mitchell over at Tony's Tried and True, and we should make that travel.
I'm excited.
Road trip, get some Kraken tattoos. BJ, you want to come in on this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. Just you guys, you know what? Leave ahead of me. I'll get there.
Okay, we'll meet you there. You pick us up some food, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What do you want? You want filet mignon? I'll bring it over.
Oh, cool.
Really? That's nice.
Oh,
of you.
whatever you guys want, I'll meet you there. I'll
Can you
meet
swing
there
by
with everything.
Canada and get us a
Yeah.
strawberry frosty?
Oh, of course. You want a strawberry? I got everything for you. Are you kidding me? This will be our big day out.
Anyone
Yeah,
else?
it's gonna be
Vicky,
awesome.
you in for a Kraken tattoo or you not? I bet Rev's not because he doesn't have any tattoos.
I have none, and yeah.
This won't be his first.
I don't have a whole lot of space left, so I got to figure out where I could put
On
it.
the face.
Oh, yeah. On your face. Come on, you're a fan.
Post Malone would do it.
Once Post Malone does it, then I'll do it.
Well, he's out of space on his face.
Oh, well, there you go.
Vicky is very
tentacles on your face.
Vicky's very picky about the ink she puts on her body.
Yeah. So are we.
Yeah,
Are you really? The two of you? You guys would put anything on your body, especially if you got free stuff.
Well, I don't know if this is going to get us anything for free.
No
but,
free.
I mean, that would be pretty awesome if it did.
Of course.
I'm sure
I think
it won't.
I think the two of you geniuses are hoping that something comes of it.
No, what I'm hoping is that I guess the only thing that would be awesome is if like we got to the Green AF Arena when they start playing and we just walk in, show our tattoos, and just be like, where are we sitting, guys?
That's right.
Better
Season
hook it
ticket
up.
holders now.
Better hook it
Yeah.
up.
Do you have any sounder stuff on your body, Danny?
I don't actually.
See, that's the thing that amazes me is that I thought for sure since you were getting the Kraken tattoo that you already had some sort of Sounders tattoo.
No, actually, well, because the Kraken is special to me because this is the first team that I was with at inception.
You're a day one
gotcha.
fan.
Yeah.
The
Soccer-
inaugural, yeah.
I've always been a fan of soccer, don't get me wrong, but I didn't become a Sounders fan until I moved here and realized that there was a MLS team here, and then I started watching. But for me, it's like, it's not that I don't want one, it's just that this is the Kraken's more exciting for me because it's like, we got to do the announcement, and I get to see it all start. It's going to be so exciting.
And I just love the backstory of like when we first made this proclamation. I remember saying like, if they'd named the team the Kraken, I'll get the tattoo. And I said that truly never thinking that they would ever even call their team the Kraken. Like I just thought there's no way in hell that this franchise is going to go by the Kraken. And when they did, I was so pleasantly surprised. But I was like, all right, well, I said I was going to get the tattoo and might as well get the tattoo. And I'm really pumped about the team. So it's not like as if I'm like going to regret this.
I really feel like we're the ones that convinced them to do it too, because we were so on board with the Kraken name, and we thought we were the only idiots that wanted the Kraken name. I'm sure there was a lot more people, but I felt like it was just us spearheading that name, and nobody else wanted it.
Well, yeah, I feel like people were suggesting it, and then when we caught wind of it, we thought it was so hilarious that we just kept bringing it up. Which I mean, hey, if we had even a fraction of help in making that team name, I'm happy about that. That's pretty cool.
206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. Joe and JBLM, you are on the Rock.
Joe.
Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. All right, there's no Joe. We had him. I'll put him on hold, Rev, and you'll see if you can find Joe. Meanwhile, we'll take a text at 77999.
That feels like a ring and run move by somebody.
I know.
Yeah, I think he rang and ran. Yeah, he rang and ran.
Yeah.
All right.
So
All right,
I've got
pal.
a Sounders tattoo. Oh, it's Red the Chicken Man. Sounders,
Hey, Red.
Lakers, Raiders, Angels, and Seawolves. And he actually sent me a picture on Twitter of his Seawolves, the Seattle rugby team logo, because he's the mascot. He's Rucky.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The
very
Sounders
cool.
is interesting, probably because he got in ground floor.
Oh, he was a huge Sounders fan.
Yeah, and of course the Raiders. Well, yeah, that's misguided, and the Lakers misguided, and the Angels is Red originally from California? I mean, because those, I mean, it's it must be because it seems odd that he's got the Angels and the Lakers.
No,
So it must
I would
be.
imagine so, or at least enamored with California.
I'll let him go. I'll let it go this time. And I guess maybe he was down there when the Raiders were in California back in the day. So maybe that makes sense if he was an LA Raider fan. All right. I suppose if you're a fan of the team because you live there, okay, I'm going to give that to you. I don't have a problem with that. It's just the people where you go, you got a baseball team, you got a football team here. What are you doing liking somebody else? That's what irritates me.
Somebody said you should get a Kraken tat across your butt crack. That way you have a cracking crack tat.
Okay, that's it. We have a winner. I'll join you guys here. I'm going to get it too, but I'll meet you there. Okay?
So it's my friend Jason Gonzalez is the owner of BTU Tattoo in Auburn. He'll hook you up, get you those Kraken tattoos, and he does amazing work.
I'm sure he does, but
Can
you know
do
what?
it on my
guys?
butt crack, though. I'm not doing a butt crack tattoo.
You sure? I really feel like it's really what your wife wants.
I'm positive that's not what she wants.
I'm sure it is. I remember a conversation I had with her years ago, and she said, really, he'd be the perfect man if.
So when they ask where would you get the tattoo, I'd go leg.
Leg two. That's kind of where that's all the space I have left is my legs.
So we're full on matching.
I'd like to get my tattoo in Hawaii. That's where I'd like to get it.
Oh, speaking of Hawaii, someone had a question. I think maybe Hawaii could be an answer to this question.
Oh, okay then.
Said, guys, what do you think is the one place that you've been to that you feel everybody should have to travel or visit at least once in their lives.
Oh, Steve, you're absolutely right. I think you and I agree on that.
Yeah, even like more knee deep into Hawaii, I would say the Pearl Harbor exhibit, and I'm not even a history buff, but I would say everybody should go see it because you get to go to Hawaii, so that's a win-win right there. But also, it's just such a powerful experience to go and see all of the stuff, and I highly recommend that. That's the one place that if anyone asks me, like, hey, what should I go check out in Hawaii? I'm like, Pearl Harbor exhibit. It's worth your money.
Yeah, and of course that's on Honolulu, right, Steve? Not Honolulu, but I mean that's on the Oahu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Honolulu's on Oahu, and that's like the New York City of Hawaii as far as like all the nightlife, all the action. If you love that, every island has its own personality, and man, it's just awesome. I've been to the Bahamas, and it still doesn't compare to what Hawaii is. Hawaii's just got a great vibe to it.
I would say a close second, though, and equally important because of the historical nature. You'd have to go to Portland, Oregon, and enjoy a steak at a fine restaurant called the Acropolis.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Such history. I mean, I didn't know what this country went through until I went to the Acropolis.
And it also just opens your eyes that, you know what, a good steak does not need to be $40.
Oh, is that what opens your eyes? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought the clientele opened your eyes.
Very wide.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
What about the rest of you guys? Do you have a place?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I would say go to Yellowstone National Park because you will not believe how beautiful it really is until you see it in person. We went to the Grand Prismatic Lakes, which are the lakes with basically rainbows around them. And I thought it was a Photoshop. I didn't think it was real. And my wife was like, no, you dummy, look it up on a map. And I did. And then I was like, no, we have to go see that. And that was the reason why we road tripped there a couple of years ago. And it's just utterly beautiful.
Yeah, the national parks of this country are, I mean, look, it sounds like an old person thing to say, and maybe it is, but getting out in a beautiful natural setting and seeing something like that up close, because pictures can never do anything as justice as your own eyeballs, it is just truly gorgeous.
Somebody says you need to visit Rome. So much history and Vatican City.
Take me down to Vatican City.
I knew you were going to do it. I even heard it in my head before you said it.
Right. For me, it definitely has to be Mexico City because...
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, go for it.
Now, that is interesting, Vicky, because I haven't heard a whole lot about Mexico City.
And that's the thing. A lot of people have this idea of what it would be like, and I feel like the media and like movies and stuff kind of paint it a certain way. But the amount of art and architecture, and as well as just the amazing food and just so many cool things to do, it is a really awesome city. And like, I even got to go to Arena Mexico, which is like their big wrestling. Oh, I took my aunt, my uncle there. My aunt, who's never really watched wrestling a day in her life, was so into it. Just yelling at everyone, the heels. She's like, get out of there. Just, it was so much fun. People of all over the world visit there. I heard so many different languages, but just in general, like just seeing like the fancy cuisine, you go into the fancy restaurants to the street vendors, just everything, art, it's just gorgeous.
Dion's Pizza.
Of course.
That's where everyone needs to go.
Wow.
We need to try all the pizza. No.
This is happening.
If I really had to say somewhere, I would honestly probably say the Sam Adams Brewery Tour in Boston. Joe, Sarah, and I went when we went to Boston a few years ago, and man, we had the best time. They give you free beer. You get to check out how all the beer's made, and it was just really cool. One of the best brewer tours I've ever been.
Oh, Danny, I feel badly you weren't with our show back in the day because they used to do the live broadcast. Every year we'd go broadcast from the brewery, and it was a blast. It was. Yeah. And then I won't say my buddy Opie ruined everything, but my buddy Opie ruined everything.
That happens to the best of us.
Legit did.
Yeah. Oh, beatings. Well, we have a big question that has to be answered now that we've answered that one. What do Ryan Castle and a tattoo have in common? Hey, look at that. I'm going to tell you at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a tattoo have in common?
Real tough to get rid of, BJ.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost impossible.
I got to get a laser just to get you out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about
like
this
a
text?
cat.
So it says Steve likes having both of them all over his body.
He does.
True story.
That's true. Yeah.
Both are scarred for life.
Yeah.
Fact. Boy, physically and mentally.
Yep. Yeah.
I have seen some stuff.
You have seen some stuff, sir. I feel bad for Bree. She's a 24-year-old who took a trip to Sedona, Arizona last month for a vacation. And Sedona is an awesome place. So she wanted to celebrate by getting the latitude and longitude coordinates of Sedona tattooed on her shoulder. That way, it would be a reminder of this awesome trip she took. But she accidentally mixed up north and south. So now she has a tattoo for a random spot in the South Pacific Ocean on her shoulder.
Cool.
Well, she can fix that. She just needs to go there and have a blast.
Well, yeah, if you just sort of, hey, what are you going to be in a boat and just stay there?
Woo!
Hey,
just have the boat anchor there and have like a raging party.
Yeah.
Do you think when she gets high, they call her Baked Brie?
Oh, they really should. I mean, they really should. Oh, sorry, Bree. Ryan Castle, he's baked up a 12-pack for you. He's got that next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
It's funny too because I've had a bunch of like friends reach out to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, Dion's is the best. Why don't you come and have it more often?" And stuff. It's like, yes, it just makes me so happy.
Oh yeah, it's like vindication.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Steve and I are still in the same mindset.
Still waiting for that
People are
apology.
saying.
Well, I ain't apologizing until that slice is in my mouth.
Yeah.
Then I'll give you an apology if I like you. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
will you be honest?
Yeah, I'm a man of integrity.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes, those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.